Hi there, crafty pals. Louise with you today. Thank you for checking out another 3 old and 3 new video. I have got some scrap paper out of my paper pile, a sticker sheet, some washi tape. I've got some brand new Vicky Boot and Discover and Create stickers, a thickest title package, and a Charms creation. So the sketch that you can see was kind of inspired by using multiple photos, and I had a sort of a bit of a play around with drawing some pencil lines and then cutting my photos to fit them, almost like a cut file. So this is sort of what I was going for, was kind of a cut file background. So I got a bit of a random idea of where I wanted to put my photos, and then I layer some washi tape over the top, and I think, okay, I'll start to cut this. And then it was just getting a little bit too hard to manage the washi tape with the photos and not sticking it to the background. So I end up just sticking it down, and I'm going to go ahead and completely wing the addition of the patterned paper around it. So as you can see, I'm sort of crisscrossing across the photos and the patterned paper areas that I'm going to infill later. I did leave them hanging over the edge because I was going to lift them back up to tuck the patterned paper underneath, but I was starting to again get a little bit stuck in terms of I had washi tape stuck to paper behind. I had washi tape stuck on the layout that I was working on. Washi tape to me is kind of one of those things that you can almost stick and then unstick. It doesn't need to sort of permanently stick, but in this case, I just decide to roll with it. Now, I thought that this particular sticker sheet was perfect for the theme of my photos. So this is from the Christmas Carnival a couple of years ago. I think it was one of the first times that my son had ever actually driven the Dodgem cars on his own, and it was hilarious. He had the best time. You can tell by the smile on his face how much fun he's actually having. So yeah, super fun photos. And because I had a couple of little sort of car embellishments almost on the sticker sheet, I decided to go with that as my matching element for this particular photo. All right, so in the laying down of my washi tape, I have managed to get it out of square. So I have to trim a few of these patterned papers to actually make them fit appropriately. Now, if you have watched any of my videos in the past, you'll know that I don't use my ruler very often. I just like to eyeball things, and you know what, in this case, if I eyeball it and I happen to not get the correct amount of paper or coverage, I simply just come up with a way to fill in the gaps or fix it in whatever way I decide. And you can see that's actually going to happen a little bit later on. I end up cutting a piece and it does not fit, so it gets scrapped and I go back to the drawing board. So with the scraps, these reject pieces of paper, I chose those colours out of my patterned paper stash. Now, I keep all my patterned paper offcuts. So by offcuts, I mean anything that's sort of not a full 12 by 12 sheet. So you can see that I've sort of cut different pieces out of these background papers and have used them previously. So anything that is an offcut, I keep I sort everything by colour. So I don't keep it in collection. I don't keep it by pattern or manufacturer or anything like that. I keep everything, and this goes for my embellishments too. I keep a lot of those by colour. All of my sprays and things like that, a lot of stuff I just keep by colour, because when I'm then looking to match something, I know where to go. I don't have to search through manufacturer. So once I had chosen this sticker sheet as my old stash element, I went through my colour offcuts and I store them. Sorry, I should have mentioned this. I store them in a like a manila file. So you buy them at your office shops, and they have January to December, so there's quite a few in them, and I just sort them all by colour and store them in that sort of, I think they call it a filofax, maybe something like that. Like, it's just an expanding file that you can fill up. They don't last very long because they tend to get quite damaged. They're generally over full, but for me, I find that by storing by colour and having them there readily accessible, I'm more likely to use them. All right, I was having a bit of, not difficulty, but I wanted to have a break from filling in some of those pattern paper spaces, and I decided to have a bit of a think about how I was going to embellish this page with stickers and little elements, because I figured if there was an area I didn't have to cover up with pattern paper, then I could get away with not doing it. So I stuck a few stickers down. I put a title on as well. Had a little bit of a play. I've decided where that charm is going to go, and you can sort of see I'm just manoeuvring things around until I feel like they're in the right spot, and sticking things down as I go. So I did add another piece of washi tape, so I added that over that top section of the page because it just needed something to join the layers and the photos. So again, not a strict structure as such for the addition of the washi tape, but enough that you can sort of see what I'm going for here. And then what I did when I photographed this particular layout and processed it afterwards was I realised I'd left a whole white area underneath one of the photos or around one of the photos where I didn't fill it with any pattern paper. But I'm probably the only one that's going to notice that. If I hadn't mentioned it, I'm sure you guys probably wouldn't have noticed it either. But I, mentioned it anyway. And that's just what happens sometimes when I'm scrapping, that things happen. I might spend 2 or 3 days on a layout. I might spend 2 or 3 hours on a layout. It really depends on the page. Sometimes if the mojo is flowing, it happens. Sometimes if it's not flowing, I might end up putting a layout aside and not finishing it for a couple of days. So this one, I was lucky enough, it happened pretty quickly. I got it done. I knew what I wanted going into it, so I got to it and ended up finishing this one in about an hour. So it's not a hugely intricate layout or fancy as such, but it gives you a bit of a technique that you could possibly use next time. And I do like that it's a multi-photo too. I'm not a huge multi-photo scrapper. I struggle with multi-photo, but I try to do it because it gets more photos on pages. But yes, doesn't always work. Sometimes I like to just use a single photo and make a pretty page. Okay, so embellishing wise, mostly I want to use this sticker sheet, and even though I wasn't going for a florally sort of layout, the florals match the colours of the pattern paper, so I decided just to roll with it. The little stars came off of the Thickers sheet. They were a nice little addition because they bring out the black of the washi tape. So essentially the final stages, because I've already got my title, which is a Wowza, I am going to add a few little sticker bits and pieces. I like little words, so once I have got some photos, some pattern paper, maybe a little bit of mixed media, some stickers, some embellishments, title, I like little words. I like little words, and I like enamel dots or splattered dots, or just something to bring the whole layout together. So in this case, a couple of little words to be spread around the page, but essentially I am done with this layout. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for visiting another of my 3 old, 3 new videos. Comments are always welcome. I do thoroughly enjoy reading your comments and hearing what you're liking, what you're not liking. Inspire me. Please drop me a comment if there's a particular product from your stash that you'd like to see in the 3 old. If I've got it, I'll use it. I've got a couple more of these videos coming up, so thank you for watching. I hope that you're already subscribed. If you're new here, please hit that little button, and of course, as always, thank you for watching.